Capitalk Sports Update with Ngoni. Capitalk Sports Update with Ngoni.
It's a beautiful morning to you. I am Ngoni Mutasa with latest in sport. Coming up, we talk UEFA Europa League as Liverpool suffer shock home defeat by Atalanta. That in detail shortly, but first in your local sport. We start with cricket, where Stuart Matsikenyeri will be the interim Zimbabwe senior men's team coach next month for the tour of Bangladesh. The Chevrons will play 5 T20 matches against Bangladesh. Matsikenyeri is currently the batting coach for the team. This will be the second time this year we have an interim coach for a Chevrons series after Walter Chawaguta took charge of the Sri Lanka series early this year. Zimbabwe Cricket are yet to replace Dave Houghton, who resigned last year. To football, match day 6 of the Capitalk Premier Soccer League this weekend, with the headline game tomorrow between champions Ngezi Platinum Stars and log leaders Highlanders. Dynamos are away to Simba Bora in Shamva on Sunday, and both Dynamos and Highlanders are expected to use their brand new Adidas kits unveiled yesterday. Other games to look forward to: Chikanin in action against Green Fuel, Herenchos play Manika Diamonds, Bikisha Minerals versus Bulawayo Chiefs, Arano Movers up against FC Platinum, Chegutu Pirates will play Wange, Caps United versus ZPC Kariba, and Tel 1 in action against Yada. So with football, Homeless World Cup, Zimbabwe will be holding trials for aspiring soccer players who would like to represent Zimbabwe at the Homeless World Cup to be held in South Korea in September. The trials will be held at Kalis 5's Unit G in Chitungwiza on the 18th of April, and registration and participation is free. We hear more from Homeless World Cup representative Joe Kuseka.
The Homeless World Cup is an annual tournament which happens every year, and it brings about over 70 nations which participate in the tournament. And these people in the tournament who actually participate in the game are people who have faced social exclusion, people who have been marginalized, who are coming from vulnerable backgrounds. They might not be homeless per se, which is actually living on the streets, which is the definition that a lot of people want to use. These are people who are just coming from disadvantaged backgrounds that we are giving an opportunity to actually showcase what they can do. I think the best film that can actually tell the story of the Homeless World Cup is a movie which is recently available on Netflix, which is called The Beautiful Game.
The Homeless World Cup is an annual football tournament organized by the Homeless World Cup Foundation to advocate for the end of homelessness, and uses football to support and inspire people from disadvantaged backgrounds to change their own lives. In international news, we talk UEFA Europa League quarterfinals first leg results. Liverpool suffered a shock home defeat after losing 3-0 to Atalanta at Anfield. The Reds now face a huge battle to stay in the Europa League when they visit Atalanta in the second leg of the quarterfinals. Former West Ham forward Gianluca Scamacca scored in each half before former Chelsea player Mario Pasalic added a late third goal to ensure Atalanta's strong start to the quarterfinals and hopes of reaching the semi-finals. After the match, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp was not impressed by his team's performance and described the match as a really bad game.
There's nothing really positive to say about the game. I mean, the start was good and unlucky with Harvey's crossbar maybe. That period would be 100% deserved if you go 1-0 up with Darwin's chance. We had other good moments, so that was really good. But from a specific moment on, and I don't know exactly a minute, but it was really a bad game. There's nothing positive to say about that. I didn't like our tactical discipline in possession. We were everywhere, which means then nowhere. No counter press. We played in their hands. We had we gave.
Jonas Hofmann and Victor Boniface came off the bench and scored 2 superb goals that earned Bayer Leverkusen a late 2-0 win over West Ham in the first leg of the Europa quarterfinals. Leverkusen extended their unbeaten run to 42 games this season. After the match, West Ham boss David Moyes insisted his side is still in the game.
I thought they've done a really good job, the boys. But if you look through the recent history here at Leverkusen, they've got a great record of scoring late in the games. And we were aware of that, and we were looking to try and change things and how could we make it even tougher defensively. But Dinos came off with a little bit of an injury, and it sort of affected us a little bit with that. But look, they've done a great job. Just we played against a side who's a Champions League side. And we're probably not quite that level. They showed that tonight, but we're still in the tie, and it gives us half a chance in the second.
Elsewhere, Benfica beat Marseille 2-1 in the Europa League quarterfinal first leg, while AC Milan lost 1-0 to AS Roma. The English Premier League returns this weekend. Leaders Arsenal host Aston Villa in the headline game on Sunday. Manchester City have a chance of going atop of the table for at least 24 hours if they are able to defeat relegation-threatened Luton Town tomorrow at the Etihad, while Liverpool host Crystal Palace on Sunday. Newcastle United take on Tottenham and Manchester United are away to Bournemouth. And finally, in golf, a Masters update, the first major of the year, Bryson DeChambeau holds a one-shot lead over Scotty Scheffler after a weather-affected opening day at the Masters. DeChambeau has posted 5 birdies in a 6-hole stretch to set the clubhouse target with a 7 under 65. That's your sport for this hour. Back again in the next hour with another sports update.